Raise your hand if you have ever been told to sit still, stop daydreaming, make eye contact, speak normally, stop fidgeting, or act your age. Now imagine hearing those messages every day of your life. For millions of autistic and ADHD children, this isn't advice. It's a constant reminder that the world wishes they were someone else. But what if the traits we are trying to erase are the very traits the future needs most? Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to challenge a question that has shaped how we think about autism, ADHD, and neurodivergence for generations. The question is, how do we help these children fit into the world? But perhaps we have been asking the wrong question all along. Maybe the better question is, why does the world expect every child to think, learn, communicate, and behave in exactly the same way?
Imagine being left-handed in a world built entirely for right-handed people. The desks are wrong, the tools are wrong, the instructions are wrong. Every day people tell you to try harder, practice more, and stop being difficult. Eventually you might start believing that something is wrong with you, not because you are broken, but because the world wasn't designed with you in mind. This is the reality many neurodivergent children experience. Children with autism, children with ADHD, children whose brains process information differently, and children who see details others miss, children who ask questions nobody else thinks to ask, children who notice patterns hidden from the rest of us, and yet, too often, society focuses only on what they cannot do. We notice the child who cannot sit still. We notice the child who struggles with eye contact. We notice the child who interrupts, the child who stims, the child who needs extra support. What we fail to notice is their courage, because every single day, many of these children walk into environments that were not built for them, and they keep going. That takes extraordinary strength. Think about a child with ADHD, a child whose mind is generating ideas at lightning speed, a child whose curiosity jumps from one possibility to another, a child who sees connections where others see chaos. We call them distracted. But what if they are not distracted? What if they are noticing possibilities the rest of us overlook? Think about an autistic child, a child who experiences sounds, lights, emotions, and information more intensely. A child who may communicate differently, a child who often sees the world with remarkable honesty and precision. We call them different. But every innovation in human history began with someone who saw the world differently. The truth is that many of the qualities we celebrate in successful adults are the same qualities we often discourage in neurodivergent children: creativity, persistence, deep focus, original thinking, questioning assumptions, refusing to follow the crowd. These are not weaknesses, these are the engines of innovation. And yet, many neurodivergent children spend years learning one painful lesson: be less yourself, talk differently, move differently, think differently, act differently, fit in, blend in, mask who you are. Imagine carrying that burden every day. Imagine constantly monitoring your voice, your movements, your expressions, your interests, simply to appear acceptable. Many neurodivergent children do exactly that, not because they want to, but because they feel they must. The cost of that masking can be enormous: anxiety, exhaustion, loneliness, loss of self-confidence, all because society often values conformity more than authenticity. But here's what gives me hope: the world is changing. More educators are embracing different learning styles. More workplaces are recognizing diverse ways of thinking. More families are celebrating strengths instead of focusing only on challenges. and more people are beginning to understand a simple but powerful truth. Different does not mean less. Different means different. A garden filled with only one type of flower would be beautiful, but a garden filled with many kinds of flowers is extraordinary. Humanity works the same way. We need analytical minds. We need creative minds. We need social minds. We need detail-oriented minds. We need minds that challenge assumptions. We need minds that see possibilities others cannot. We need neurodivergent minds, because the future will not be built by people who all think alike. It will be built by people who bring different perspectives together. So the next time you meet an autistic child, don't ask, how can I change them? Ask, what can I learn from them? The next time you meet a child with ADHD, don't ask, how do I make them fit in? Ask, what strengths am I failing to see? Because the children we call different today may become the innovators, artists, scientists, entrepreneurs, and leaders who change our world tomorrow. And perhaps one day we will stop asking neurodivergent children to fit into a narrow definition of normal. Instead, we will build a world wide enough for every kind of mind, because these children do not need a world that merely tolerates them. They deserve a world that understands them, a world that values them, a world that celebrates them. And when that happens, we may discover something remarkable. The children we spent so long trying to fix were never broken at all.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos about ADHD, autism and emotional regulation.